You know, if you were God and you were to look down on the world today, see the situation that exists, wouldn't you just kind of come to the conclusion, I think I'll start over? Huh? How many of you think that that's the conclusion you would reach? Yeah. I mean, man, figured out it only took him 7 days in the first place. And now he has had experience, and so maybe, 6, 5 next time around? Of course, when he created it the first time, he didn't have to file an environmental impact statement. He didn't have to do a wetland study. Didn't have to worry that he might be messing with somebody's ancestors' bones. If he were to apply for a permit to do it today, do you think he'd be able to pull it off? I mean, do you think he'd be able to pull off most any of the amazing things that he did? I once read a thing about that conversation that he had with Noah in light of what we know today. And the Lord spoke to Noah and said, in 6 months, I'm going to make it rain until the whole earth is covered with water and all the evil people are destroyed. But I want to save a few good people and 2 of every kind of every living thing on the planet. So I'm commanding you to build an ark. And in a flash of lightning, God delivered the specifications for an ark. Okay, said Noah, trembling with fear and fumbling with the blueprints. 6 months and it starts to rain, thundered the Lord. You'd better have that ark completed or learn to swim for a very long time. 6 months passed, the skies clouded up, rain began to fall. And the Lord saw that Noah was sitting in his front yard weeping. There was no ark. Noah, shouted the Lord, where's the ark? Lord, he said, forgive me. I did my best, but there were big problems. First, I had to get a building permit for the ark construction project, and your plans didn't meet code. So I had to hire an engineer to redraw the plans, and then I got into a big fight over whether or not the ark needed a fire sprinkler system. Next, my neighbor objected, claiming I was violating zoning ordinances by building the ark in my front yard, and so I had to get a variance from the City Planning Commission. And then I had problems getting enough wood for the ark because there was a ban on cutting trees in order to save the spotted owl. I had to convince the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that I needed the wood to save the owls. But they wouldn't let me catch any owls, so no owls. Carpenters formed a union and went on strike. I had to negotiate a settlement with the National Labor Relations Board before anybody would pick up a hammer or a saw, and now we have 16 carpers working on a boat, still no owls. Then I started gathering up the animals and got sued by an animal rights group. They objected to me taking only 2 of each kind. Just when I got that suit dismissed, the EPA notified me that I couldn't complete the ark without filing an environmental impact statement on your proposed flood. They didn't take kindly to the idea that they had no jurisdiction over the conduct of a supreme being. Next, the Army Corps of Engineers wanted a map of the proposed floodplain, so I sent them a globe. Right now, I'm still trying to resolve a complaint from the Equal Opportunity Commission over how many Croatians I'm supposed to hire. The IRS seized all my assets, claiming I'm trying to avoid paying taxes by leaving the country. And I just got a notice from the state about owing them some kind of use tax. I really don't think I can finish the ark for at least another 5 years. The sky began to clear, the sun began to shine, a rainbow arched across the sky. Noah looked up and smiled. You mean you're not going to destroy the earth? No, said the Lord, I think your government already has.